There are certain events in some lives that can unfortunately cause physical, psychological, or emotional trauma. Many times, those events have to be dealt with in court. And many, unfortunately, involve children. Well, here in Albuquerque, there is a special courthouse dog to help those kids get through the often traumatic events. We are joined with Veronica Montaño-Pilch, Executive Director of Albuquerque Casa Incorporated, and Cassie, the courthouse dog. Cassie's kind of taking a break there. She's just chilling. Along with Lisa Madrid-Schleicher, and of the Children, Youth, and Families Regional Manager, Children, Youth, and Family Services. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. And ladies, I mean you too, Cassie. You're so sweet. So tell us a little bit about what Cassie does and how she helps facilitate nurturing and just kind of easing some of the pain that kids might be dealing with when they're in the courtroom.
Well, she's called a courthouse dog. She's actually a facility dog. She's trained from when she was a little puppy to be a service dog, and then the last couple of months a courthouse dog. So when she's in court, she just sits with people, just like she's sitting here. Studies show that animals help relieve the tension, so she helps relieve the tension of children. I could sit her with you, and I could say, Cassie, stay. Oops.
You're dead.
I can't walk too. I'm tethered
You
too
can't
much.
walk too far.
And I could walk just a little bit, and
she just
she'll
stays.
stay. So I could sit her with a child. The child could be testifying, and she'll stay the whole time. I'll be at the back. Every once in a while, I might look at her because she knows some sign language, and I'll just tell her stay again and down. And she's staying with you. I'm not holding her anymore.
Yeah.
And a child could touch her. Like if you reach down and you touch her toes. You know, some dogs don't like toe touching. She'll be like, hey, how you doing?
Hey,
you could
how you
pet
rolling?
her. She'll roll over for you now. Look.
Hi, sweet girl.
And
Bless
she just
your
brings
heart.
comfort. Not only does she bring comfort to children,
gorgeous.
she brings comfort to everyone in the courthouse. Lawyers start to calm down, the judges, everyone involved starts to relax a little bit.
That's great. Well, so how did Casa and CYFD decide to work together to bring Cassie into the courtroom?
Well, it started with Judge John Romero. He wanted a courthouse dog. And I applied for a Children's Justice Act grant, and I got it. Cassie costs about $6,000. She's from Assistant Dogs of the West.
Okay.
And we thought, I talked to Lisa, and I said, what's going to be the best way? How can she see the most children? Children do go to court, but Children, Youth, and Families, children are there all the time.
Right.
So how do you use her, Lisa?
So we were very fortunate to partner with the CASA program because I'm a co-handler with Veronica. I'm able to take her to the office with Protective Services, and during visitations with children and their birth families, during that transition when they have to leave the visit, she really is a great distraction. In addition to in the visit, she's a very calming a resource and comfort resource for the children and the birth parents. I have birth parents actually asking and requesting her presence in their visitations.
Really, that's great. Well, so obviously, both you ladies have had to undergo special training and a lot of work. I know Cassie has done this. I'm amazed. You said she's 2 years old. I've never seen a lab this calm, even vest or no vest. It's incredible training. So tell us a little bit about what you have to do to be prepared to do the service.
Well, because she has her vest on, she's working, and she knows she's working. She's from Assistant Dogs of the West, and they're out of Santa Fe. Lisa and I had to go up there for a whole week. Cassie had to train us. I mean, she's already trained. It was all about us. How do we walk with her? How do we sit with her? How do we take care of her? I mean, we have to give her massages at home. We call her my mom calls her the princesa, because she's just a really pampered dog, because she lets people do all kinds of stuff. We had to take a field test and a written test to make sure we could take care of her. She has to come from an accredited association, which Assistant Dogs is internationally accredited. Courthouse Dogs started in 2003 in Seattle, Washington, just like Casa started up there. And it's a program that's moving across the country. And there's 2 other Casa programs in Albuquerque that have dogs, Roswell and Hobbs.
That's great. That's great. Well, as you said, I mean, it brings just absolutely vital comfort to kids that are really going through very difficult times. And, even here, it's like the chill just filled the room coming in with Cassie being here. Well, folks, we will have information on Casa at our website at Casa, Kasa.com. Just look under the 2 Casa Style blog. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Cassie, you did great.
Cassie.
She knows it. She's like, yeah, I'm good.
Fist
I'm
pump.
good. Yeah, fist pump. Can we show the fist pump?
There
Good
we go.
girl.